Hey everyone, Diavolo here, and in today's video, we're going to be going over, my thoughts on Tokyo Revengers and why I think it's an amazing series that everyone needs to pick up and read, or at the very minimum watch the anime, as it's doing a wonderful job with the adaptation. But before we get into all of that, if you guys are new around here and want to keep up to date with the latest Tokyo Revengers reviews, spoilers, and more, then make sure you hit that subscribe button and also be sure to leave a like on the video as well, as it really helps out with the algorithm and pushes my stuff to a bunch of new amazing people. But enough of that, let's get into this amazing series. So, I think I'm in love with Tokyo Revengers, like call me a hype man or what you will, as I don't really dabble into too many different anime. As basic as it is, I'm a shonen stan, but I know it, and unless I get that public admission that the anime itself is great, I don't often tend to even bother reading the synopsis, and I think that a lot of you are probably extremely similar. Like, if I'm being honest again, I dropped Demon Slayer initially because of how annoying Zenitsu was, and then only came back after the nuclear blast explosion of exposure that episode 19 was given on Twitter, and hardly ever do I decide to pick up a manga. Like, I've only ever read a few manga all the way through, or well, at the moment at least, until I decided to watch the Tokyo Revengers anime, and for the first time I was so enthralled and at awe with an amazing concept that I decided to pick up the manga before the third episode of the anime had even released, and now I'm currently caught up in one of the most amazing, heart-wrenching and literally cry-worthy arcs so far, especially with this new huge revelation that has happened between Mikey and Takemichi. But let's not get into all of that, as I don't want to spoil anything if possible. I just want to give my thoughts on why I think this is truly an amazing series in general and why I think you should read it. The series starts off with a 26-year-old Takemichi who doesn't seem very confident in life and often thinks back on his past mistakes. One night, while at the subway and close to the platform drop-off, Takemichi is pushed by an unknown assailant. Unknown to him at the time, this would spark the start of what I imagine his life-altering ability. Takemichi has been granted the ability to travel exactly 12 years to the day back in time, by luck or by something else. This is the first time travel anime or manga that I've watched, or at least at the time of writing this, I think it is. I know I haven't seen Steins Gate or any other time-based animes, but I've heard that Tokyo Revengers concept is like another show called Erased. But still, I would like to think that Tokyo Revengers has its own kind of feel. Like, the main character to me just feels so real. I think it's because of his constant will to never give up and always trying his best to, look on the bright side of every scenario or situation he falls into. Especially with being given the second chance to save his lost dead ex and best friend Draken, then more recently Akun and other key toman members. I think Akun puts it beautifully in episode 4 and gives us a very straightforward foreshadowing of who Takemichi truly is, when he calls Takemichi our crybaby hero. As every time Takemichi stands up for his friends or people in need, his face is filled with tears and emotion flows with a wave of ferocity that shunts the soul of the person intended with his outcry. Although Takemichi can't necessarily fight or isn't someone like Mikey who can dispatch an opponent with a single kick, the fights that he is a part of are the most enthralling and exciting parts of the entire show, as I'm constantly stuck in the same boot as Takemichi, extremely frightened and not really knowing what to do while bodies get thrown around all over the place. And it's even more rewarding when you have Takemichi come out on top, not due to skill or strength, but due to the fact that his back is bigger than anyone else's while fighting, and everyone is willing to follow him to the ultimate demise if it means possibly saving a friend or winning a battle. Technically, I've been uploading on and off on YouTube for 7 years now, and surprisingly, in these last few months that I've restarted content on my channel, mainly the anime kind, I've noticed the insanely quick rise to number 1 in the Oricon anime ranking, displacing manga like Jujutsu Kaisen, Attack on Titan, Black Clover, Martial, and My Hero Academia, to just name a few. I think before the anime started, which was a few months ago, the total copies in circulation was only around 8.5 to 9 million, which is still a lot, but now it's heading straight for the My Hero Academia community, selling over 3 million copies in the last 2 weeks alone. With the way it's currently going and the moments that are bound to happen, I can see it hitting some insane exponential growth, maybe in a similar way to Jujutsu Kaisen or Demon Slayer, which the latter is still selling around an average of 300,000 copies per week, if not more on occasion, which is insane due to the fact the anime has actually been stopped for over a year now. This video was more or less just my thoughts and a discussion of the series without spoiling anything for you lovely anime onlys. The show truly hits me in the monkey brain spot with the hands that get thrown, and then it stabs me in the heart every time we lose an amazing character. And then it gets me again when he saves them. The emotion truly flows, goosebumps surely do pop up, and the smile on my face is at its largest every time I see a new chapter or episode release. Lastly, I wanted to bring up so that people don't assume that Japan is doing some Hitler sympathizing or trying to brainwash the youth, is that the gang toman, or the Tokyo Margin gang symbol, is a swastika, and in no way is their symbol related to the Nazi regime. Naturally, in our world, Hitler and the Nazi party decided to take a Buddhist symbol of peace and use it in the most horrific manner possible, absolutely going against all of the morals or code that it stands for, hence the saying on how he took the symbol and twisted it, as he did this with the meaning and the symbol itself literally. This isn't the case with Tokyo Revengers, as with toman, it is a symbol that represents good luck and prosperity, which is something that both Mikey and Takemichi stand for, as Takemichi is constantly fighting for the prosperity and longevity of the members of toman along with Hina. In Chinese culture, this symbol is called the wanzai, which means the all thing symbol, and in Japanese it is pronounced manji, hence the gang's name, the Tokyo Manji Gang. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed my thoughts on Tokyo Revengers and why I can definitely see it becoming another huge shonen, maybe even the next big thing. Maybe it already is. Also, if you are new around here and want to keep up to date with the latest Tokyo Revengers reviews, spoilers and more videos like this, then be sure to hit that subscribe button and also be sure to leave a like on the video, as it really helps out with the algorithm and pushes my stuff to a bunch of new amazing people. But enough of that, for now it's been your professional degenerate, Diavolo, and I'll see you all in a bit. Bye.